Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a lovely day and your weekend is fabulous. Getting ready for the barbecuing and fireworks if you're here in the United States. Today I thought I'd pop in and share a card with you using one of the Sweet Street dies called Cupcake Pocket. Now this happens to be on sale over at Spellbinders. It's part of their Star Spangled savings events. There's a lot of items up to 40% off, but my whole entire Sweet Street collection is on sale right now. So if you're looking for a good price for this, today's the day to head on over and check it out. I thought we'd make a fun cupcake themed 4th of July, I was going to say birthday card, but 4th of July card today. So we're going to do some die cutting with some colored cardstock. I'm bringing in 3 shades of blue with my Spellbinders Color Essentials cardstock. I have Glacier is the lightest blue, the mid-tone blue is Raindrop, and then the third color blue is Cosmic Sky. I thought we would just create a blue cupcake and a red cupcake with stripes. I thought for the topping we can turn that cherry into a blueberry, and then for the red one we'll create some cherries for it. So here's the colors. That Glacier is very pale, it almost looks white, but it's actually a pale blue. It's very pretty. I like to put stripes on my cupcakes. The die, when you die cut out the Cupcake Pocket, which is on the Raindrop cardstock here, actually has embossed detail lines. If you cut along those, well, I'll show you in a minute. So we're going to create some cherries. So I have 2 different shades of red. The 2 reds are from the Color Essentials, but one of them I had actually brought in from my scrap stash because I wanted 3 shades of red. Now we're going to die cut out the frosting with the pale blue and the darker red, the blueberries and the cherries, and then also the cupcake liner with the same colors. Now the cupcake itself I want to die cut out with white cardstock. And then in my die set there's also, that's so funny saying my die set, there's some swirly lines, so I die cut that out also with the blue and the red. Now to create your stripes, it's very easy. All you do is trim off the left and right of your cupcake pocket that you die cut out with white cardstock, and then at the score lines you're just going to use your scissors and trim. You're going to trim past the bottom score line area, not all the way to the bottom, you don't want them to fall off, but just past it. Once you have all of your strips trimmed, you can see I already did the other one there, so that one's good to go. But it kind of looks like a matchbook almost. What you want to do is take your glue and add some very thin strips behind, and I had to turn my light on, it was getting dark out, so sorry about that. Actually when I turned my light on, I actually changed my glass mat back. Love this glass mat because it's so easy to clean, but my friend likes it too here. This is the Princeton, and he just plopped himself in my corner of my craft mat. So that dark shadow you see that's kind of blocking the light is my Princeton. I call him Buddy. So anyway, I'm taking my glue and going over every other strip on the piece that we just cut. You want to do this carefully because if your glue oozes, it's not going to work out pretty good. If your glue oozes, then you're going to have to probably do a redo. So I would suggest maybe very thin strips of glue. Now all you do is line up that bottom edge, flatten down your mat strips so they're all in the center there, and I'm going to let that glue adhere for just a second, and I'm going to work on the next one. Another way you can do this to ensure that you don't have an overloading of glue is adding glue directly on the other cupcake pocket that you had cut out, just skipping every other score line. Then you can add your white one right over the top. This one seems to have a little excess glue when I do it this way. I prefer to do it actually on the white cardstock. Now you do is fold them down, fold them all the way down past that score line. Just grab every other one. You can see here you have some fun stripes, and it's pretty easy to do. Now I did have a little excess over over gluing there, but I'm just going to use my craft pick and pick up that cardstock here. If you do this, I suggest a thinner weight of cardstock for the white stripes. You don't want a heavy weight because that way you can't fold your pocket over. Now I just tore mine off, my extra strips that are hanging on the bottom, I tore them off. You can cut them off if you want to. Either or, it doesn't matter. It was just easier for me to pull them off. Now you're going to take you need a bone folder. Well, you don't need one, but it's easier with one because the cardstock is so thick. You're just going to score the left and right of your cupcake score lines, and then fold that bottom up. If you want to trim off that white area on the very bottom, it would be less bulky. And we have activity over there in that top corner. He's moving around. I have a little cardboard box that he sits on my desk. And I think he liked the glass mat better. Okay, I'm just reinforcing all 3 of these score lines. I found that if you fold in, it doesn't really matter, but if you fold in the bottom first and fold in the sides over the top, it's better and it makes it easier for you to slide in your cupcake. So we have a blue pocket and a red pocket, and I did die cut out some swirlies, red and blue. I'm going to add the red to our blue pocket. We're going to put it towards the bottom, so there's going to be a little bit overhanging. I'll use my scissors and trim that off. Kind of looks like a carnival, huh? And then I'll use the blue and put that on the red pocket. Next, we're going to add here our icing. I die cut out again with the red and the blue. We're going to add that to the very top just using our glue. And then we're going to assemble our cherries. I want to call them strawberries, but definitely not. How I like to make my strawberries is die cut out 2. Here I did it with 2 different colors of red. I added a dark dot of glue to the darker one, and then I turned it so that little highlight, when you die cut it out, is on the other side, so that darker red or darker blue is shining through on that accent piece. For me, it's just easier because that accent piece is so small. I added my stem and then also some leaves to those stems. And for this cupcake, we're going to add just 2 cherries here. I have 1 left over that we're going to accent the rest of our card with. You just slide it in your pocket and 1 cupcake down. Now for the blueberries, you basically do the same thing. Add die cut out another blueberry and then kind of shift it so your detail piece is behind it, and then you have a little highlight that's a lighter blue. I'm going to add 2 leaves to my blueberry, add a little greenery here. I didn't put no stem with those, just the blueberries, and we'll tuck our blueberry cupcake in there. So we have 2 blueberries left over, we have a cherry, and then we also have a couple leaves. I have a panel that's slightly smaller than my card base. We're going to leave it white, and kind of figuring out what I'm going to do with my little leftover pieces. I wanted enough room to stamp my sentiment. I have an older stamp set from Hero Arts that has so many, it's very nice. Actually, I can't find it in the Hero Arts shop for you guys. I think Joanne's Crafts might have it in their shop, but it says happy 4th of July, and I thought we would stamp that in the bottom corner here. And I'm sorry I'm out of frame, but I'm going to use my VersaFine Onyx Black ink to stamp that. And I did use my Misty just in case. Sometimes I'm heavy-handed, and when I stamp sentiments I get over inked on one side, and so the Misty just completely takes care of that. Stamps beautifully. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card base. My card base today is a standard A2 size card base. After we have this adhered, I'm going to go ahead and glue down both of my cupcakes. When you add glue, you just want to add glue to your score line on the reverse side. And if you do overlap them like I did here, just make sure that your glue is adhered only to the cupcake. That way it doesn't interfere with your sliding out your pocket mechanism. But it's very easy. And if you want to double up on your pockets, you could do that too for a wider pocket. I'm going to go ahead and add my other blueberry and my cherry. I just removed the stems from that last cherry, or not the stems, the leaves, and I just added those. For embellishing, I'm going to use some of my Color Essential gems. I have the red and the blue. These are not available right now at Spellbinders, but they are available at scrapbook.com if you guys want to check out the new gems. I'm going to add some red and blue gems, and then we finished off our 4th of July card. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get a chance to check out the sale. It's a great price for the Party Cupcake Pocket here. You can put your message in there too. I think the stamp set's on sale too if you want to pick that up. But thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous holiday, and we will see you again real soon, guys. Bye-bye.